Are you looking for a free tool to build advanced chatbots easily? Introducing Typebot, a free open source software to create unique chat experiences. Create chatbot flows visually, embed them anywhere on your web and mobile apps, and start collecting results. To install Typebot, you can use its cloud version, offering a free tier, self-deploy it by following the instructions on their GitHub repository, or use our platform Elestio to deploy it with one click while paying only for the hosting. To set up our instance, go to ls.io, hit login, then deploy my first service, search for Typebot, hit select your cloud provider, I will select Scaleway, select your region, then your service plan, how much CPU do you need and the RAM, hit next, select your level of support, I will keep the included one, and hit create service. I received the email to tell me that my Typebot instance is ready. I can click here to access it. To sign in, it's my email on Elestio. And I will receive a magic link. Here is my magic link. I click here and I can sign in. The first time I arrive, I have this onboarding tour using Typebot. So my name. Okay, let's use Typebot. Do I work for a company? Yes, it's Elestio. What do I use it for? Okay, let's say some things. And I'm good to go. What I liked with this onboarding, it's for us to discover what Typebot can help us to achieve. But what I don't like is that it's not providing us a different experience in the app. It's just for metrics for them. To create a new Typebot, we can either start from scratch, and that we don't do, start from a template, or import a file. Let's start from a template. There are different ones split by category for marketing, quiz. What I like is that we have the real preview of what it will look like here. Let's say I will choose the customer support one. We can see it has a question with different buttons to press, and based on that, it will be different things happening. So use this template. Because it's the first time we open the editor, we can select the language of the interface. I will stick to English. Then we can decide if we're using a mouse or a trackpad for a different way to zoom in, out, and move over the grid. And also choose the light or dark theme. But everything is fine for me. Here it is once we open the templates. What I like is it could be impressive, but it's not. It's quite simple. We have a start point here. Then we have different boxes. It's quite obvious what it does. It's a message display. Then we have some buttons, and each of them is connected to different boxes. And it looks simple, while what it can achieve is advanced. Let's try it. We can hit preview on the upper right. How can I help you? If we look here, we know it's currently displaying it. I want to go to bug or question. Okay, let's choose question. I have a question. So I have those different steps, and I can write my question. How to build a bot. Send. Then it collects my email. Let's try if we put anything else. So it's verifying we're really putting an email. My email is wasim@ls.io. But what isn't perfect is the fact that I can't write human text. It just wants my email. Thanks for my submission, and I have those messages and a restart. The experience is very nice. Then it starts again and I can do usual stuff. Okay, looks nice. What other type of items can we have? We have bubbles, text, image, video, embed. So we can even put documents into it, some audio. So this is for displaying content to our users. Then we have inputs to collect different input from our users, so text, number, email, website, date, phone. So it's quite nice. Even files, so you can request for screenshots for a specific user. You can do advanced stuff. You can also add some logic and conditions. If we look at our current one, it looks like we have jump to menu. So it's our current Typebot. And we can do different stuff. Nice. And we also have some integrations, including OpenAI. So we will connect ChatGPT to it. Let's go back to the home and create a new Typebot. We will also start from a template. We have two ones that are using ChatGPT, either the basic one or the personas. Let's start with a basic one. Use this template. So you need to add your OpenAI credentials to make this bot work. Once it's done, delete this group. Okay, so I need to connect OpenAI. I click here, select an account, and I don't have an OpenAI account yet, so hit connect new. Elestio, OpenAI, and API key. Then hit create. And the rest should be configured correctly because it's a template. Okay. Now they say we delete it. So here, and we connect the start to the intro block. It's very simple. Now let's hit preview to see if ChatGPT is working. How can I help? What is 2 divided by 2? And we have an answer by ChatGPT. So now we can literally ask anything to it and we will have like a human experience. We can see that it's a loop. So user input, go to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT answers go back to user input. So it has track of what we said in the past. Is Typebot a good product? So it's telling me it's an AI and it doesn't have an opinion, but that it's telling me what Typebot is. Okay, looks nice. Let's see the other example of ChatGPT. So go back to here, create a Typebot, ChatGPT personas, and use this template. Okay, so I also have this message. I need to find ChatGPT, select an account, Elestio, OpenAI. Do I need to select it everywhere? Okay. So I need to go to every chat place, connect our account. Maybe you have multiple API key. Okay, here I did it. And I need to find the menu here. Let's try it. Who would you want to talk to? A copywriter? How can I help? So a copywriter can write anything. Write me a blog article about French fries. And here we have it, French fries, the crispy, golden, delicious fried potato. And it wrote a very long article, which looks amazing. I can say continue or back to menu. And now I can select another persona. So it's a good example. I don't think it's a real use case, but it's a good example if you want to create specific AI with ChatGPT. Now we've seen how easy it is to create chatbots using Typebot. Let's look at the options around the platform. So we have the flow. We also can customize the theme. So here you have customize and you have a preview of what it will look like in real time. So there are templates available from the gallery. So currently it's the light theme, Typebot dark, minimalist chill. We can have one with background or ray of light. Or we can also customize it exactly the way we want. So for fonts, I couldn't find in the documentation how it works. Like it's not explained, but from what I see is if we go to network and if we write some font, it will automatically try to get it on Google Fonts. So if we say Montserrat, now it's working and it changed the font. So it's you can use any font from Google Fonts. Okay, you can also select a background color, but I will stick with known. You can customize the chat appearance. You have the bot avatar. You can even hide to just display text. On the image, you can select from a link, upload it, or use emoji. And for Jiffy and Unsplash, you need to add the environment. In the environment, your API keys. You also have a set of icons. Okay, you can add a user avatar, but as you don't know the picture of the user, it will be some generic one. Let's disable it. You can also select the color for everything. It's very customizable. You can make the corner rounders. And you also can add some custom CSS. Okay, what do we have next? We have the settings. We can decide to display Typebot IO branding or not. By default, we don't have it because we don't want to add it. And because we are on the self-hosted version using Elestio, we don't have the branding. We don't need to pay anything for it. You can decide to pre-fill input, hide query params, remember the user, which could be nice, by the way. You can select typing emulation. You've seen we have it, like it's not direct, it's not because it's laggy, but it's to give the impression you're talking to a really human. Once you're happy with your bot, you can click on share. You have a link to embed it, but you also have some examples on how and where you can put it. So WordPress, Shopify, Wix, the most common ones. We will use the default script one to put it on any website. And by doing so, we have 3 display modes available. Standard, it's embedded somewhere in our site, or in a pop-up, it's opening, or on a bubble like on the bottom right of the website to provide help to our user. We will select this one. Let's copy the whole code here by hitting copy. We have a preview and they're telling us to publish it first to make it work. So let's hit publish. Now it's published. Let's try to embed it. I have this project I'm working on. I will just add it to this page. I add a script on the bottom of the body. I paste it. Now when I go to my website, I can click and I have the chatbot opening here. Now, once it's live and you're interacted with, you can access to the results and see all submissions, what has been asked at every step and what the bot answered and replied. It's what has been generated by ChatGPT here. In addition to the settings from this particular chatbot, you can have access to the global settings of your Typebot instance. Here it's my account, but on a workspace, I can invite other members as well to work together on chatbots. I can edit the preference. Is the one we had when we opened a chatbot for the first time. We also have setting like for the icon and the name of our workspace to a bit fine-tune our interface. And we have billing and usage. You can see here chat 1 on unlimited and storage 0 on unlimited. It's not really unlimited, but it's the limit that your server has, which is quite unlimited for this specific use case. And we don't have any subscription because we are using the free version. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video about Typebot. This is a project we really appreciate as it's very well made and has many useful features. If you find our content useful, please hit the like button as it helps our channel grow and gain visibility. To discover new open source software, don't forget to subscribe to the channel not to miss our upcoming videos. And if you haven't seen our other platform overviews, I recommend you to watch this video here.